Hi, Gemini, and welcome to your November 2022 read. I had to take a breath and say thank you. Thank you for your support, your continued support. Thank you for those of you who have reached out over the past year and wanted a read. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Okay, before we begin, I have one question for you all to ponder. And the question is not necessarily an answer that I need to, you don't need to answer to me or anyone else. Just think about it. How have you served humanity this last year? Just think about it. How have you showed up for others? Okay. This reading is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Let's go. Okay. Six of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Well, let's work. Let's not be too inquisitive about what the next plans are. We are dropping our defenses and we're claiming the work that we love to do, and we're driving everything else that we don't want in our lives. We're like setting those boundaries. We're drawing the line in the sand. And what we're doing is we're working, we're writing, we're establishing new blueprints. We are working diligently to make peace with our own selves. And what does that mean? Well, I feel that for most of us, we have cut everything and everyone out that couldn't respond to an equality, if you will, whether that be a work issue that you're working your butt off and, it's like, when is that raise coming? Or people and places and things that come at you and you're drawing the line in the sand saying, listen, I have to cut you out because we're just not on equal frequency, or our vibration is different. Hence, we have differences of opinion. We don't communicate in the way that one would be reciprocated as a love relationship, or any relationship for that matter, right? We have come to terms with our own truth that gives us peace of mind. So we're going like back to the drawing board. We're cutting everyone and every place out that doesn't equal the vibration frequency that we're on. It's time. The planets, a couple planets are retrograde. It is time to really get down to brass tacks. Let's work hard. And we are transparent. We have been transparent. And those people, places, and things that continue to try to show up as being on the same wavelength, it cannot sustain. Whether that be love, a job, whatever it says here, it is all about the time that you put in with others, the people, places, and things, the work that you've done on yourself does and has not. Some people, like, the vibration is just so different that you have to just come to terms with cutting those people out for your own peace of mind. It's not that you're wanting to be, you've tried. You've been transparent. You told the truth. You love so deep. You love so hard. We tend to analyze. We tend to overanalyze. But it's time for us to cut those people, places, and things that can't give us this. Because we When you look in the mirror, you see, my cup runneth over. I love myself. And this is what we know as the one, because we begin as the one. We are the one. Some of us are waiting for that one person who meets the spiritual, financial, mental frequency that we have attained. I mean, we have. I mean, it is what it is. Waiting for that, waiting to celebrate a love that doesn't hurt to work on so hard. A job, a love, the truth of our love, the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Our love is transparent. We work hard. Whether that be in a job setting, a relationship setting, whatever setting or venue that you put us in, we're all in. It's this part of all in that disappoints. Because people come at us, but they haven't worked on themselves. They haven't leveled up. So in essence, those people have been cut out in order for love. You have to cut everyone out in order and set your boundaries, right? Don't come knocking. Because that's the only way you're going to set the course of your life to start over again. That's the only way. And so let's celebrate you. It's time to celebrate you. And to trust that your higher self knows better than you do. Well, obviously. The wisdom of the owl that comes through your window is the wise one that says, just trust. Just let go and trust. If you haven't been sleeping, if you haven't been listening, if you haven't been able to dream, it's because you're up at night trying to analyze. I mean, that's what Geminis do. We just go over the same old ground. And we come up with this, like, it's just not the same. These people that are coming or want to be a part of our lives, they come on a different vibration altogether that gives us such difficulty in figuring out what's fair and just. You know? I don't need the Justice card to tell me that. So I have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here who says, well, and that could be one of the people coming in to say, you know, hold on, I don't have my desk. You know, someone could be saying, okay, well, like, give me another shot. Why not? A new phase, a new start. But is it going to be the same old thing? it comes with, and I'm sorry to say it, I am. Hold on. This is the song that's been, the song that's been coming through for a couple signs for sure, is Pink Floyd's Running Over the Same Old Ground Year After Year. And that's what this is. If someone comes back, a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, the call for you to really think about what it is you want, Gemini, because you're going to be running over the same old ground year after year. We're talking, there's going to, if you entertain anyone from your past right now, you might have someone who wants to get one over on you, or vice versa, right? They're saying this is what, let's start over, let's start fresh, but, right? What does that mean? That means we're still going to fight, we're still going to argue, you're not going to be transparent, you're not going to be truthful to the level of frequency that my truth comes from. My truth comes from equality, transparency, honesty to the highest vibration, of the highest vibration. I mean, that's what Geminis do. We demand the truth. And we don't even want to we don't ask questions. It shouldn't be a question of. It should automatically be part of laying the groundwork, firm groundwork, in a relationship with another. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I just want the truth that I shouldn't have to ask for. If you have to ask for someone's truth, then you're in the wrong ballgame. Someone's very egoic. Someone may just have said, oh, let's try to get past all this, but it running over the same old ground year after year. And I know the next part of the song is Wish You Were Here, but seriously, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, you have to either come to the table with all your cards laid out or don't come at all. We as Geminis do not want to have to ask question after question after question about your truth. Where's your heart? How do you feel? Blah, blah, blah. No. So we'd rather just not entertain and cut out all the people. And I really feel that Spirit's saying, if you go back to a soulmate, karmic relationship, you're going to entertain the same old ground year after year. And how much more time will you want to entertain this? Only you can answer that. But from what I can see, someone's ego has been hurt, and if they want back in, it's just to solidify their justification for not being able to maybe perhaps be emotionally available or not. So, as you can see, it's very clear that manifesting a relationship that is equal and that gives and receives right here. Now, the next card is important. Look at that. And then we make the decision to cut. It's a Scorpio, perhaps, for some. I mean, it's a general reading. We're not going to entertain the same old patterns, because that could be like a lifetime of this. A lifetime of someone showing their ego as justifying the means. Always wanting to one-up you. Always wanting to say the sarcasm. This is sarcasm. And this is ego. Someone may just want to try to come back, Gemini, to prove you wrong. To be justifying the means. Again, it's important. One-upping you, or at least, you know, I told you so, and turning the tables on you. And you know that doesn't work with Geminis, because we already know the truth of people that come to the surface looking very egoic. We cut them out and we say goodbye. You know what, Gemini? As difficult as it may seem, it's best to let it go. Kiss of a rose, seal. Right? Let's just seal the deal with saying goodbye and kissing your karmic past goodbye. You learn the lessons, let's move on, and let's embrace the beauty of who you are. I'm using the Light Seers deck. The Light Seers deck, they're really hard to maneuver. Okay, let's get these out. Justice, Five of Cups, and the Hangman. And this is what's going to happen, Gemini. Peace and justice will be served, but how long are you going to be hanging around waiting for, right? Waiting for answers, waiting for a sign. Let's pick another card. I would really tend to say, let's follow the Empress. We have now grown into our own. I'm not saying not to feel your feels. I'm saying you've grown up, you've learned. Sorry. You've learned. You've learned that after all is said and done, after all the pain of your past, after all the people that did not last for however long, let's say thank you for that time we've had together, and let's move on so that we can now grow a new life and let Mother Earth just take us to the next venture that will allow us to reach a new paradigm, to grow once again. These are phases and stages. That's what this is. We've spent a lot of time, Gemini, with people, places, and things that we have to cut now out of our lives for our own sanity and peace of mind. Hello. Especially when you give of yourself so effortlessly. And you know what? A lot of people would say, oh, that's not the case with Geminis, because Geminis are, two-faced, and Geminis can't make a decision and blah, 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 right? We're two people. Are you kidding me right now? We as Geminis take our place in life very seriously. We have fun. We play hard, but we learn through others. We are transparent and truthful. We are the Queen of Swords because we only want that reciprocated back to us. The truth, the verbal communication, the honesty of not needing to ask 20 questions, just needing to know that whomever you're with, whomever we're with, we're going to get the answers without having to ask the questions. I don't want to ask anyone any questions. Why should I? That should be part of the nature of the relationship. So I'm telling you right now, let this go. Look in the mirror and look at how many times that you've been dealing with someone who has a huge ego and wants to say that they're playing on the same playing field, but making sure to stick it to you verbally, sarcastically, not sharing their truth, not sharing and not communicating their lives transparent. We live on a transparent platform. So find it within your own self. Value yourself. Look at yourself really close, Gemini, to say goodbye to all your karmic ties. You'll thank me for it. The bottom of this deck. Holding back the years. And holding back the tears. But also, some of you who have felt the pain of someone holding back on you information, holding their heart close to their, their cards close to their chest. That's what this woman's doing. She's like, no, I don't think so. Why? Because the energy around this person is now, which will be you, the energy around you right now, Gemini, after cutting the ties of soulmate karmic relationships, and I'm talking friendships, I'm talking, anyone who has not been transparent with you. Now I'm talking about let's you, Gemini, hold back for a minute. Let's not be as transparent for a second. Let's utilize our energy toward co-creating with spirit, and let's get back to the drawing board. That's what this retrograde is showing all of us. Let's take this energy and work with it in a way that's going to benefit us. So take a minute, hold back. If you need time to just, be with your own self, evaluating, brainstorming, and really, honestly, for some of you, you didn't see it. I feel for some of you, Geminis, being so transparent with someone, you thought someone would be the same with you. And now looking back in hindsight, you didn't see this person as their true selves. And they didn't see you. Because when you're on the different vibration as another, you don't see one another in your true light. You see them in your own eyes of your perception. That's their perception of you and your perception of them. So take time for yourself to realize that you're better off learning the lessons and cutting the ties that bind. You have prayed. You have prayed. Some of you have taken a minute to really pray about where Spirit's going to take you, right? It's a 7. Hold on. These cards are not, they're heavy. Pray, here, look at that, 2 7s. The masculine and feminine, waiting, wondering what's the next step, where do I go, how shall I, continue whatever it is that I need to do for myself, right? So from now on, and I've said this in a couple of the November readings, it's now time for everyone to really delve into what makes us happy. And as hard as it is for many signs to not want to give of ourselves right now, I think the best course of action is to really get back a sense of yourself back. And to allow, 7 is Spirit. Allow Spirit to show you the way forward. There you go. Let Spirit take the wheel. And just enjoy your life. Really. Let's have fun. It's the holiday season. Are you kidding? Let's go out and toast. I want each of you to pick up a glass of wine or pick up a glass of water, whatever it is, your choice of drinks. I want you each to celebrate yourselves first. Because we have been literally, we've been going through it for the last 10 years at least. So it's time to now release the past. Sorry, I'm messing with my hair. Release the past. Let it go. Literally, let it go for new love to come in. This could be releasing the past person and or this is karmic, right? You see this. Sorry. It's crazy when we stare here at ourselves. Maybe that's what we need to do. We need to stare at ourselves and look at the reflection staring back at us, right? And know that maybe within the next full moon, a new love, a past life love, and that's not necessarily karmic, a new love that may be coming in will be someone whom you really have this feeling of, oh my God, where have you been all my life? And like, I feel so connected. This is a connection, and one that will be transparent. And for some, it's not only a new connection that will be transparent after you walk away from 8 to 10 years of a karmic release, right? Because karmics take a long time to release. But also, for some, it'll take a minute to heal from a karmic. So it depends on where you're resonating here when it comes to letting go, giving it up, and really just remember the good times. Remember the good things that someone brought to the table when you're together. But now it's time to heal and walk away so that you can start anew, and that whomever you had disagreements, literally just not vibing on the same vibration, constantly exhausting, very exhausting, and needing to be transparent and tell you and show you their feelings, but in essence, always not giving what it is to you, just lip service. I feel this is lip service. Some of you were with someone who's married and or someone who can't forget their past marriage or their past commitments. They can't, this is like commitment, you know, a freeze, if you will. And again, it's time to walk. Let it go. You know, I have to say, just, you got to let it go. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Got to let it go. I'm saying you don't have to. I shouldn't say that. I digress. You don't have to let it go, Gemini. Sorry. But based upon the history of a soulmate relationship that has been very toxic and egoic, that's toxic. I don't need the devil to see the toxicity of a relationship. Here are the karma cards. Let me share with you what Spirit would like to share with you. And that is to achieve the highest form of dedication, to achieve your highest ideals, to achieve the serving of others. Wow, you got the serving of others. We must realize, focus, hone in on what we have set as rules, as boundaries in the details. Focus on the details of what now you must do to get it out into the world, of things of your past that these experiences taught you. Some of you are writing about the wisdom that you have attained. Some of you are now understanding more of the delicacy of the intricate details, of the insights of your day-to-day, understanding now in hindsight where all of this has come full circle. We live to serve others. There is no purpose. Our true north is to get out into the world, help to serve others, and be dedicated to doing so. It's right here. It's not like all of our past or all of one's past that deals with a karmic soulmate needs to be forgotten and or forgiven. I mean, we typically should just forgive ourselves for, you know, for trying so hard. So let's just embrace it and celebrate the new you that's now going to be coming in November. Embrace. I want you to just do me a favor and just go out and enjoy. Celebrate you. Let me get one more card. Celebrate you, Gemini. Freedom. It is time to free yourself. It is time to make a new circle of friends. It is time for new friends, associations, and to free yourself. It says it right here. Freedom. Free yourself, Gemini, so you can live your most authentic life that we came here to live. I send you so much love and light. Have a great month. Take care.